Hello and welcome to Physical Geology. I am Robert Lopez, and this is a 4-unit course that involves lectures. So you'll be taking notes on these video lectures that I do, and you'll see that each lecture topic has a series of study questions that the answers to those questions will be right here from these video lectures, and then I use those study questions to help me write the exams. The other part of the course is use of a geology lab kit. So obviously you'll purchase this lab kit and you'll be able to do the labs at home. And I'll go through that here in a moment. We'll be using the Canvas learning management system, and to access it you'll go through the West Valley College website and you'll see that there's a Canvas link up here at the top page. And this login page requires you to put your student ID number, then your password. And if you don't have a password yet, and you're new to the college, you would use your birthday in this format here, right? So once you're in, you'll be at your Canvas dashboard, right? And the Canvas dashboard will show all the courses you're taking at West Valley College, right? So our course here is Geology 1A, section 53-195. You'll click on that. So this will take you to the home page, and you'll see on the left, you'll have some links to the syllabus, and probably the most important one here, or the most important one here, is the modules tab here. So let's just look at this home page first. You'll see that here I have information about the textbook and information about the lab kit here. We'll go through those in a moment. So let's look at the syllabus first. So on the syllabus will be all the important information. Now, I'll say right now that there is a syllabus quiz based on reading the material, this course syllabus, plus watching this video here. Now, important information in the syllabus here is my contact information, my office hours. Again, this requires the purchase of a textbook and also the geology lab kit. You'll see that some of the course themes here, we're dealing with physical geology, which deals with the physical processes that give rise to the natural features we see here on Earth. I want you to read through the syllabus. I'm not going to go through it in too much detail here, but again, there is a syllabus quiz based on what you read here and what I talk about here in the video. Now, in terms of the Canvas learning management system, this is where I'm posting all the material, and there are a few topics that I want to cover. First is I have the book comes with a Smart Work 5 registration code, and that registration code will give you access to the online homework that comes with your textbook. I'll have a LMS Canvas page add-on where you'll click on that, and that'll take you directly to my classroom in Smart Work 5. If you buy a used book, right, that's okay. You can see that for the used book, Norton sells the access for $25. You'll want to click on this link and get going on that there. Right, you'll need this Geology Lab Kit 7021 from esciencelabs.com, and so it'll look something like this, right? And then your lab kit on the inside cover of the box here, it'll have an access code. I've already used this access code, but this will give you access to the eScience Lab manual or the instructions to do the particular labs. But in this lab, you'll see that there's a variety of materials, right? So, for example, for minerals, there's going to be a bag with minerals and different tools, a copper plate here, a nail. You'll have a streak plate for scratching the mineral across the streak plate, and also a glass plate. You'll see that glass has a specific hardness which will help us determine what these minerals are, right? So that's an example of some minerals. You'll see that you'll have some goggles in here. You'll have some sediment. We'll do experiments on this sediment. It's all pretty much laid out, and it's pretty specific each laboratory exercise. You'll have a thermometer, right? It even comes, we'll be doing some density calculation problems, so it even comes with a little mass balance and a graduated cylinder to determine the mass over volume, which is density, right? So we'll do some problems with that. So there's a variety of kits or tools that come in this Geology Lab kit, and they're required for this course kit. And then another thing we'll be doing these GeoTour worksheets using Google Earth. So you will need to have Google Earth on your computer. It's free. You can download that for free. And then we'll have these KMZ files, which are the assignments that you'll be doing in Google Earth. And I have a whole separate video that shows you how to do those assignments and how to download that KMZ file on the first Google Earth exercise, which deals with Earth and sky. So you'll see it in the first module. Keep reading the syllabus. Again, I don't want to go through all the details here. What you should expect for this course is, for this 15-week course plus a finals week, it's about 10 to 12 hours per week. And I recommend going to the West Valley College's e-learning homepage and look at some of those videos in there, and you see how much, to get a good grade in this class, what you have to put into in terms of time. And then lastly, to drop there, so you kind of read through all this material. I will have a field trip. It looks like I might be doing it in late April or early May, but it'll be some local area. If many of you may not be anywhere near California, but it's not mandatory. But if you're around, maybe you can join us on a trip. So I'll talk more about that in the next week or so. And then again, materials you need: internet connection and all the other things that we'll be talking about, your little lab kit and your textbook. And then I have a tentative schedule here, right? So before I go in there, actually, let's look up here and we'll go to these modules, right? So this is where all the material is going to be. So in the modules tabs, you'll see that I have some instructions about the textbook and the Geology Lab kit. Once you register with Norton, especially if you buy the ebook, there's a link here to Norton, and then you can enter your access code, and you'll be able to read the ebook right here in Canvas. And then here are some instructions how to download Google Earth as well as those KMZ files, so you can do the assignments, and some other Google Earth resources. And then the course really begins here with the modules beginning with Chapter 1. You can see there's Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and so on. And if you look carefully, you'll see that they have due dates. This is due February 4th. These assignments are, well, in fact, for plate tectonics, since it's such a big topic, I'm having it do 2 different Saturdays. So we're going to spend 2 weeks on plate tectonics. The first series of assignments will be due February 11th. Then the second series of assignments for plate tectonics are February 18th. But then we go on throughout the semester here, right? So I really have the whole course pretty much published here. And so let's look at the first chapter here. And each topic or each chapter will have a learning guide. And these are the instructions as to what you need to do and when it's due, right? So when you click on this, you'll go to the learning guide, right? So here I say that this is due February 4th. And then if you don't have your textbook yet, that's okay, because here I've actually put the prelude here as a PDF form and Chapter 1 here. So you can get going on that right away. And then you want to watch my videos. I have several videos. In fact, this is one based on the material in the textbook and my lectures. You'll take the syllabus quiz, and I do have a prelude quiz based on materials from this prelude. And then you'll watch my online lectures on Earth and Context, which is Chapter 1. You'll complete the smart work exercises. You'll do the GeoTours worksheet, and I do have a video on that and showing the instructions. There's a Science and Society article about life in the universe, so you'll look at that, and also a newly discovered exoplanet here that seems to be in the right zone for harboring life. And so that's the learning guide. But then here are the video lectures for the prelude. Here I have the lectures for Chapter 1. And then here are some of the quizzes. So you'll click through these and you'll go through the assignments there. And then if we look at Chapter 2, it's the same topic, right? You have the learning guide, and then I have the videos. I have study questions. Remember, study questions, these are the questions that you'll be able to answer the questions to these based on the videos that I have here. Again, if you don't have your textbook yet, I have the textbook available here. And then also for many of the topics, I have these Geology tutorials. If you click on this, you'll take you to an external site, and then you'll go through the animations, and then you'll take a quiz based on those animations. So let's click on this, open a new window, and you'll see there's a variety of topics you'll cover here, and it's more of a visual way to kind of see plate tectonics, right? So you'll go through those, and after you complete the various topics here, you'll come over here and you'll come back to our Canvas page, and you'll come and take the quiz, right? So I have one tutorial, plate tectonics, that you will have the quiz. I have another one on Earth's interior that's more just background. I want you to look at that, and much of the information in this, in fact, in both of these, I cover in my lectures as well, right? So it'll benefit you to watch these in terms for taking notes and answering these study questions as we go along here. And then again, in plate tectonics, you can see there's a couple of discussion forums, because we have 2 weeks for this topic, right? One about Europe colliding with Africa in terms of a convergent margin there. Then we have another one down here in terms of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge and Iceland. And so for this one, you'll read the articles, and you take the little discussion quiz that goes along with this article here. And then there's another GeoTours using Google Earth here. This one's based on plate tectonics. And then down here is a lab. So by the end of the third week, really, February 18th, you really need, you'll definitely need your lab kit by then, because this is the first lab you'll be doing out of the eScience Labs lab kit. And it involves a variety of materials, and you'll go through the instructions there, right? Okay, well, let's stop here for now.